All right. Good evening, everybody. I want to welcome us again to this webinar, becoming a 21st century researcher. Okay. If you're not here yesterday, the recording should be out tomorrow. It should be out tonight, but tomorrow. It should be out tomorrow, please. Tonight we'll be looking at some key topics, and I hope you are ready. I hope we enjoyed the sessions yesterday. Today will be more powerful. I can bet us on that. So our first speaker is already set. I don't want to waste time tonight. Okay, we have a lot to do. And I want us to get everything done by 9 p.m. So our first speaker is already ready. Mr. Ido is here with us. And I know we enjoyed this session yesterday. Yes, we enjoyed this session yesterday. So tonight, get your notes, get your pen, and then let's start. So, sir, I will try to make you the host now. Mr. Ido, you can unmute yourself now, sir. I will try to make you the host.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, we are the host, sir. You're welcome,
All
sir.
right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Um, Happy Sunday from my side. Thank you once again, Mr. David, for the privilege to come and take this on your platform. All right. So yesterday we started our discussion on um the tools and techniques you need for research. And today I'm going to be building the business side of research. So I would like you to confirm once you can see my screen, please.
Not yet.
Yes, I'm aware also. I'm watching it from my side. So I'm sharing my screen already. Once you can see it, just let me know. Why is it not showing yet? Please, has anybody seen the screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, what should I do now?
Yeah, it's showing now.
Okay, I think it is showing now.
Sure now.
All right, thank you very much. So, turning your research knowledge into wealth, and that's the topic I'm taking today. So, now, research knowledge is not just for academic endeavor, it's a valuable tool for solving problems and creating wealth. So, in this very short presentation I'll be making, I will tell you some areas that you can focus your energy on, and then I'll also give you some examples of case studies of people that I know that I relate with and who are into research and are doing some things for themselves. I believe, like they used to say in YouTube, the last person I'm going to show you is going to shock you because actually it's going to shock you. So I think I'll have to stop sharing. It's not updating. All right. So I'm going to teach you how to monetize the research effectively. Please, can I get some energy from you people here so that I will know that you are ready, or maybe we should just call it a day? Can I get some energy in the chat so as to confirm that we are in order and we can go ahead and to reveal the secrets, or we just Mr. David and myself will just take it home and just say, well, these people are not really ready. All right. Thank you very much. Joshua Abikoye, yes. I should not take it home. Okay, no problem. Noted. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. People are ready, so I guess we can proceed. Okay, so now what do you mean by business in research? So you understand that when you're doing business in research, is the art of converting your research skills and expertise into money. See, let me just break it to you. That little skill that you have in your research is enough to make you money and to put food on your table. I'll share a lot of personal stories, hopefully, and if not, but I have enough examples to go with. So that little skill that you have, yesterday we went through a lot of the skills, your transcription skill alone. So there are people that transcribe for organizations where we do interviews. They say, see, we are go and transcribe, and we pay them. Some do data entry for us, just enter questionnaire into a system. Some go to the field to collect data. Some do literature search. Some do analysis of data. Some do report writing. In fact, the field is so wide. That is just analysis part. There's also those that do the data science thing, those that do web scraping. The field is so wide, and you can plug yourself at any point and just be making your money without thinking twice. So primarily it boils down to the solution that you have. You should be able to, so what solution do you have? That's what will determine where your money will come from. Maybe your analytical skill, thinking skill, problem solving skill, presentation and reporting skill, or your expertise in a subject matter, right? So how do you monetize your research? I'm showing you now some areas that you can focus your effort in. Freelancing, maybe academic research, market research, technical writing, and like that. Consulting, providing research insights to organizations and policymakers. You can focus on training and workshops, sharing expertise through teaching or hosting workshops. You can be creating digital products, e.g. online courses or subscription-based content, and you can go into collaborative projects, partnering with business or NGOs for field work, service or program evaluations, etc. And you can actually do a mix of this. For instance, somebody like me now, I'm into consulting and training. I will also do collaborative projects and create digital tools. And then we do some of this part of freelancing. Now, let's talk about the first part, freelancing. So, a freelancer can either be as an individual or as a business. For instance, if you are working on your own, making your money on by yourself, then you may be a freelancer that provides your services directly to your clients. Your clients can be individuals, organizations, or group, right? You can make it your main hustle or your side hustle, and it can be done from anywhere in the world. In fact, this market is very, very large. You see students that need help with getting their assignments done. um, you see researchers that need people that just let me just put my literature review together. People employ research assistants. Let me your work will just be to them to organize my research. I will pay you. Some help people to do PowerPoint slides. The business market is very wide. Whatever skill you have, you can turn it into business. So how do you actually do that? You can provide academic research. You can assist students, academic organizations with literature review. Let me tell you a funny story. I started my business in my part one, first degree, and I was assisting final year students with their research work. It's very, very funny, but it is what it is. Market research work, provide insight on market trends, technical writing, content creation, proposal development, and things like that. So these are some areas of freelancing. So platform that you can work with research organizations. For example, Grace and Research Institute is a research organization, and they have people that work with them as freelancers. Well, not the only freelancer, because they have a kind of agreement with Grace Hands that anytime they need their services, they can always call upon them. So it's not like it's like they are sure that we have an agreement to work with this organization. In our organization, we have paid staff, we have freelancers. Paid staff are primarily staff of the organization. They have a salary that they collect on a monthly basis. We have people that are freelance with us. Now we have a particular line of work that want to share out. We only call on them that okay, we need to get this done, and we do these things together. So you can market your service to organizations like that. People usually chat me that I do I do transcription. Some say if you need anybody to help you do coding of transcripts, if you need anybody to help you do this and that, then I'm available. Right? Those are freelancers. Then you can do on Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer, or any other platform. Set up a profile there and be getting jobs. You can also you can also position yourself for networking on LinkedIn. I don't know if anybody knows this lady called Mercy Olaoluwa. I think that's her name. I actually see her post the thing. If you know her, you can post in the chat. I'll see it. And she usually writes about her data analysis journey on her LinkedIn. Then one of her staff, Mrs. Kausarat, also does that. She writes on her LinkedIn account journey and experience. I try to write, but consistency is key. So, what are the things you need to do? Build a professional profile highlighting your skills and past work. Two, deliver high work, quality work, and request testimonials to build your credibility. Set competitive but fair pricing based on your expertise and complexity of the subject. So you should set price. Some people are very good at setting ridiculous prices and delivering bad jobs. It's not going to help you. You may make your money and walk away, but it will not leave a good taste in the mouth of your client. What are the advantages of freelancing? It gives you flexibility in choosing projects and work hours. You can say, okay, I'm available at this time, I'm not available at this time. The opportunity to work on it with a variety of clients. Excuse me. The opportunity to work with a variety of clients. I work with a lot of people from different fields. It almost has zero operational cost after apart from your laptop. That's practically only what you need and probably your phone to access the internet. You have potential for earning high for higher earnings compared to salary roles. You are likely to earn more money than those collecting salary based on your ability to take on more work, but don't work and kill yourself. You are able to work remotely from anywhere, and there's independence in managing your brand and business. But the problem is that your income can be unpredictable, especially at the early stage. Some people are like, Mr. Adowu, I've done training, but jobs are not coming. Like, I just like, it's not like this just happens like magic. Because you've done training does not mean you just be getting job just like that. It takes a little bit of time. But once you have built trust, you'll be able to get consistent flow of jobs. It requires self-discipline and excellent time management. Yes, because there's nobody supervising you. There's nobody saying, I need this work at this time. You are your own boss. And being your own boss comes with a lot of responsibility. More employee benefit like health insurance or paid leave. If you want leave, you leave the work. That's how to take your leave as a freelancer. You need to handle all aspects of business, including marketing and administration. Competition can be fierce, yes, and requires strong differentiation of skill. Competition can be fierce, right? So now, apart from that, you can go to consulting service where you are an expert. No, no. I'm talking about freelancing as a business. Oh no, 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 no. No. This next should be freelancing as a business. So this is now a freelancer that is providing a service as a business. You can go into no, this is an error. So you do the same thing that a freelancer does, but now you are a business. The advantage is that you can scale, you can handle big projects. Number one. Number two, you can work with a team and for comprehensive solutions. It also gives you professional credibility because a registered business enhances trust and attracts bigger clients. There's some clients that there's some level of job you never be able to handle as an individual. They will not give you that work. It increases your responsibility because the problem is that you now have staff to manage. You have to manage business operations. You have to worry about like salary, marketing, administrative expenses. In my office, I be like, they say, Light has finished. We'll buy like something, something, this and that and that and that. It requires strategic planning and efficient resource management. Now, I'm talking about consultancy services. Okay, so I say to, so this is free. Then, so consultancy service, they say you provide expert service in a specific field to businesses, government organization. For instance, designing methodology and implementing research methodologies, conducting evaluation or assessment for NGOs, corporations or organizations or government projects, providing actionable insights with data from data analysis. First thing you need to do is to choose your area of expertise, public health, education, etc. Build a portfolio showcasing your successful projects and develop professional marketing materials like proposals, pricing structures, and contracts. You don't see everything that leaves your organization is your brand, your flyer. It's practically your organization. You want to make sure that you standardize it so that it always represents you well. And you network with potential clients through conferences, LinkedIn, industry events, and so on. The advantage, you have the opportunity to earn a lot of money. You can be handling contracts in millions, hundreds of millions. You have opportunity to influence major decisions and projects and accessibility to work on diverse and impactful projects. But the issue is you need credibility and a proven track record. It's a competitive market. You need to build reputation and it takes time. And you should be able to manage multiple clients and their expectations simultaneously. Fine. Training and workshop. You share your expertise and knowledge by training or hosting structured sessions. For instance, if you know you are good in literature review, you can be hosting weekly training, monthly training. There are a lot of people, see, little you have is good enough for a lot of people. So be bold enough to share it. You don't need to charge a lot of money, charge something, and by doing that, it has a kind of exponential effect because the more you do, the more you're establishing yourself as an authority in the field. People eventually you see people coming to meet you beyond that training you did. I want to do this thing. Can we do it together? Because training gives you a lot of exposure. You can do one-off training, short focus sessions. For instance, Grace has a lot of training for next year. You can also follow up with Mr. David to register for their trainings. Multiple sessions covering several topics. You can do in-house training, maybe like tailored training for organizations. Example, data analysis and vision. In fact, you can do training on anything. I learned that thing during the lockdown. Oh, people did all manners of training. I was like, one day I paid for one training. The training, when I entered the training, I was so annoyed because what the person thought, it was embarrassingly annoying. And it's something that I already know. He just packaged into a training and is now selling it to us as a course. And like, hi, the God, oh, and I knew this thing, oh, that I said, "Wait, I'll never attend just anyhow training again." But then again, if you don't attend the training, you will not learn new things. So I told myself, I will not be no matter what, no matter how stupid the training is, I will go because the little I learned here, the little I learned there, they will gather together. That's how I learned graphic video editing. That's how I learned how to do graphic design with your phone, Canva, and all that. I learned it a lot during the lockdown. When they say there's free training, can they come? Even if it is the basic class I attend and I don't attend the master class, at least I add them together to become something, right? So to organize a training, identify your target audience and their needs, develop structured and engaging materials, including slides, handouts, and exercise. Choose a delivery mode, either in person, virtual, or hybrid. Promote your training to social media, email campaigns, and professional networks. Gather feedback after your training for continuous improvement. Issues with training, it builds your credibility, like I said, and positions you as an expert in your field. It offers you a steady income stream if you conduct your trainings regularly. It expands your professional network. But the issue is you need excellent presentation and communication skill. It is time intensive for planning and you should be able to manage the logistics for technology for virtual or hybrid session, recording, making sure that you don't run out of time. Some people will be using free platform for a paid training. People pay you for a training. They're not using Zoom 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, now say, please let us come back again. Maybe they will forgive you for a while, but at some levels, that thing is not forgivable. You should be able to pay for subscription, right? Because people are paying, put that subscription cost as part of the operational cost. Use people's money to make a subscription. Otherwise, it's not right for you to do. So, let me now go back to what I'm saying again. Let me backtrack. All of you, as you are in this training now, you have one particular skill. Maybe you just learned it, or maybe you already have it. That little skill is enough for you to set yourself in the field. Let's say you want to do training, you can say, okay, everybody, oh, I'm going to do a training on how to administer questionnaire. People will join because there are people that are interested. For instance, undergraduate students who want to learn from you, then train them. That is the beginning. The more you train people, the more you build your confidence, and the more you are able to. And then when they want to do their field work, they know this person that trained us, so please, so come and guide me. Then you can say, okay, for me to guide you, I'll charge you a token, and you can be able to make your money a little like that. So I've talked about different areas: freelancing, consultancy, training and workshop. Then you can create digital products like ebooks, online course, subscription. There are so many courses, Coursera, Udemy, edX, and they have a lot of courses that people have done, short courses that people can take for and they will pay. Go to seller, you see a lot of them. The seller.co. You can then ebooks and all those stuff, right? So I want to tell you a case study about a man. Does anybody know this man, Mr. Michael Olafusi? Mr. Michael is a legend. If you know him, you can put in the chat. Mr. Michael is a legend. Is we call him Microsoft most valuable professional. He has held it for almost 10 years, if not more now. And he runs a business called, what's the name of this thing again? Your Biz Edge, your business edge, your biz edge. And he's a very wonderful person. Yes, you see, 10 years in the program. I have his, I know him personally. He's a very wonderful person, but he's soft spoken and he does free training every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. They do consistent free training, Power BI, Excel every weekend, Power BI, Microsoft Excel on Fridays, Power BI on Saturdays, every weekend. They have been doing it for a long time now. They will teach. So this is, for example, his story. How Michael Lafferty accidentally became Africa's number one Microsoft Excel group. This man now is an example of somebody that is doing research as a full-time job. He is not part of a staff of any organization. He's working, he's running his own business, and he's the oga of the business. But primarily, he's a consultant, and that is what he is doing, right? How do you build the business side of your skill? If you are going to go into business, number one, register your business. Number two, develop your brand. Three, network. Four, scale up by hiring a team or investing in tools. Number one, set up your business. If you're going to do business, I recommend that you choose a business name on time and register it. It will pay you if you are choosing a business name and you are using now want to someone now say you are using their own name and it's already become a popular name. It will pay you a lot. So I will advise you immediately you start your business, register it immediately. Otherwise, somebody else will be taking it from you and it will be very, very painful for you, right? So register your business immediately. So that's number one. Number two, develop your brand. See, the field of research is very, very wide. You cannot cover every field. Don't let greed make you make wrong decisions. Decide. Number one, you may not know it at first. For example, someone like me, I don't know where I was going to specialize at the beginning, but eventually I found out that there are some things I do better than others. I decided to stop working with the ones that I'm not doing well and to focus primarily on the ones that I can do well. It's not like I cannot do the other one, but it takes me more time and more effort. Like I can easily outsource these ones and focus on the ones that I can do. So that's one way that can help you easily. And network, collaborate with people. Number two, let's talk about common challenges you will face in your business. Balancing quality and profitability. You have how do you balance between how much you want to make money at the same time you want to provide quality job. A good job takes time. There's no two way about it. A good job takes time. So you cannot take 20 projects at once and you say you want to do a good job on all of them. You are going to suffer, kill yourself with greed. And remember, people's their timelines are tied to this thing. So people, if they miss their submission, they will pay a lot of money for it and they will not smile at you. So don't let greed make you misbehave. If the work is too much, share it out to other people. You will make money later, but credibility is important. Manage your client and deadline and stay up to date in your field. Like I said yesterday, because you learned it now, you have been doing it, does not mean it's still the same thing. I always recommend you go and read this book, Who Moved My Cheese by, I'll get the name again, Who Moved My Cheese. The book is talking about the fact that you should keep an eye on your environment if things are changing so that you will not be left behind. Solution to some of these issues, continuous learning. Always update yourself. For instance, now I've been working as a data analyst, but I realized that people keep asking me, Mr. Edo, do you do training in Python? Do you do training in SQL? Do you do R? I mean, like nobody comes to do this kind, do this kind of software in my area. But eventually, I told myself, since people will not stop asking, then we have to start providing these services. I learned it, but I chose not to sit down and be teaching. I prefer to work with freelance instructors, but I learned there are some jobs that eventually came, R analysis and things like that. So you never know where your opportunity will come from. You need to keep learning. Clear communication with clients. If something is going to go wrong, Tell your tell your client. Let me tell you an example. Yes, on Friday, a client reached out to me that Mr. Dowu, I need to make a quick I need you to help me do something quickly. I need it by Monday. Please let me use this weekend to do it. I said no problem, sir. So yesterday after our class, person chatted me that how far with the work. Normally, what I would have said in the past was that I started and so and so. But I said, if I say this thing now, person should ask me what have I done. I will not start stammering. It is going to damage the person's perception of me because I just could not manage the situation. So I told him that, sir, I've not started the work, but I promise to send it by today. Now, when he chatted me up again today, actually, and I've done more than 50% of the work, I said, sir, I've done more than 50% of the work. It is easy for him to believe me because I told the truth yesterday. They taught me from childhood, tell the truth, even if it will kill you. It's better to tell the truth and build your credibility than to tell a lie. You are now scoping people. And well, maybe when I started, I used to try to scope people because I just want to be sure that I did not lose the job. I wanted to meet deadline. Eventually, I learned that it does not pay. You just put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Some people can do it easily. They can communicate that I'm sorry, I'm not done this thing. This is today. It's not if they can communicate their timeline easily. It's difficult for somebody like me because of my personality type. So I have to keep managing how to learn. Say, this is the situation of things. This is what I'm going to do, and it will let people respect you more, right? So clear communication with clients. There was a woman that said, Mr. Michele, I want you to help me do this correction now. And I said, Ma, thank you, but I'm very sorry, I won't be able to do this thing. I already have, when I was doing your work, we committed time and resources to your work. You came at a time when we are trying to work with another person. If you should attend to you, this person's work will suffer. Person say, Mr. Michele, something. I said, Ma, this is what I want to say, and I have said it. And I did not do it, not because I did not want to do it. I really wish I could do it, but if I should try it, the repercussion will be bounced back on my head. Woman got angry, she did not pay the balance of her money. I did not eat her for that one. We'll do another work later. But for that particular moment, I have to consider the fact that people's timeline are in at a risk. So think twice. If possible, develop a system to make sure that you can get jobs done and delivered on time. And you are still trusting God because effective time management is important for you as a data as a research service provider. That's a typographical error there. It's not effective. It's effective. Effective time management is very, very important for you. So what do I mean by effective time management? You have 10 things to do. Your work will always be, how do I get these things done? Every time I sit down, my question is, how do I deliver my client's work? How do I get it done? So it has forced me to learn a lot of time management. Scheduling. When I wake up in any day, I say, okay, I have 10 things to do. I'll do this one for so number. What is my key deliverable for this day? I'll develop a lot of skills in time management, and you need it too. Prioritizing tasks, choosing which one to do first, which one to do last is very, very important. And communicate with people if things are going to go down so that they will be able to know that this is the situation of things. When I started my business, my idea of getting a good job done was, you give me your job, I will deliver your final work to you, don't disturb me in between. Sometimes I will off my phone. People will get angry. What do you mean? I've been calling you for this. You did not pick my call. What is the state of my work? I was like, it's your work I'm doing now. I went offline so that nobody will disturb me, so that I focus on your work. But I learned that your your client, one of your clients' love language is your voice. They love to hear your voice. They love to hear you talking. It makes them happy. It gives them confidence. So this time around, what I do, I communicate with my clients. So this is how far your work is. So, so and so. You're not going to meet up with the deliverable. Let them know. And please avoid disregarding people's calls as much as possible. If you miss somebody's call the person back. Maybe you cannot pick the call so that the person will know that you are not avoiding them. It's very important because to give people anxiety. Okay, but my time has run down. I'm telling you another person. So the first person I told you is a consultant that works as a freelance, as a full-time research service provider. This is Mr. Victor Momo. Does anybody know Mr. Victor? Mr. Victor is another Microsoft Excel most valuable personality. Is a legend and I like him. He's very, very humorous. But Mr. Victor doesn't work full time. He works with Chevron. That means that he's doing research work at a side. Well, not exactly. He's very skilled. But when you are skilled, your organization does not own you alone. Others will always come and request for your services. So primarily, he works with Chevron, but he also provides Microsoft Excel services. So what I'm trying to point out is that as a researcher, you can try to go full time or part time. I'll talk more about that. Tips and tricks for your business. Is it a main hustle or a side hustle for you? I think the first thing you want to decide is this is something I'm doing. Am I doing it as a main hustle or a side hustle? For instance, somebody like me, I never imagined in my life that I'll be doing a full-time research consulting business. Even till now, it's still shocking me. I was thinking to be my side hustle. But one day I sat down and realized that this thing I'm doing is able to cover all my bills for the month. I said, yeah, that, if that's the case, why would I be working with somebody that I will not have time even to build my business? So I decided to focus on it. And God has been helping me, it has been paying my bill. Eventually, I added other people, and the work has been paying our bill to the glory of God. So the work has been paying the bill of me and everybody that's working with us. Month in, month out, we give glory to God. So if you see that you can pull enough traction that you are sure that your bills for the month are covered, then you want to evaluate, do I still want to remain with my day job or I want to resign? When Prof was talking yesterday, Prof works at both a staff in an organization and also consults, right? So that means that his research work is his side also, as it were. Maybe he may choose to remain in his main hustle because it's a career path for him. It also gives him assurance of retirement benefit, while at the same time, it can also make extra money. If it will be your side hustle, then you must be sure that it will not affect your day-to-day job. You cannot leave your work in the office and be doing other people's work. It is a crime and it's unfair to your employer. It's unfair. So if I say I'm working with you, then I must get your attention. If it will be your main hustle, down. So that means that if you are doing that as a side hustle, then you should know that you are facing that side hustle and leave focus on, and both you must balance them. Your side hustle must not affect your main hustle. And if you wish, you may decide to quit your main hustle, side hustle, and your main hustle and make your freelancing your side hustle. In that situation, you are needing to decide: are you going to remain as a freelancer or you want to go into business? You resign from your work or you don't have a job. I said, okay, this research is what I want to sit down with. The question we need to ask you is, do you want to sit down fully with this research business or you want to grow it into a business? Going to a business means that you want to set up as an organization that runs by itself and makes its own money, right? In that case, your knowledge of research will not be sufficient for you. You need to learn about business. Why? Because if you don't, then you are a vocational practitioner and not an entrepreneur. Doing business is a business on its own. I first said the word vocational practitioner when I went for an entrepreneurship training in Ibadan. My brother was like, "Oh boy, go for training." I was like, "Why do I need to go for training? I already have an OMB in banking and finance. I know how to do accounting. I know how to balance accounts." I felt arrogant. But said that there's a free training. I should come. I shall best I come for Enterprise Development Center and someone there in Ibadan. When I got there, my mind was blown away. I could not believe the things I was hearing. I was like, how is it that I can be so ignorant when I thought that I had wisdom? I could not believe my ears. The kind of things they said at that training, my mind was just vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm like, how is this thing possible? Because I thought I already have a BSc in psychology, and my focus was on industrial stroke organizational psychology and all those stuff. I could not believe it. So I learned that if you are in business, you are going to be first a businessman before you become a researcher. They are two things entirely. You learn how to develop business plan, you learn how to balance account, you learn how to do marketing, you learn human resource management, because if you don't know human resource management, you will not manage your people very well. Apologies, but yes, I went for this. What's the name of this federal government youth empowerment scheme that they were giving people grant then during time of Goodluck Jonathan? Oh, what's the name of that thing? Can anybody
Is it
remember?
is it you guys?
No. Something youth entrepreneur. Oh.
Empower.
No, not Empower. No, before Empower. This one came before Empower. You win. Yes, thank
You
you. Yes,
win.
you win.
You
Yes,
win.
I joined the
You
win.
win.
It was my set that they stop you win. They did not give us money, the team pay me. They now give us training and give us, if I get certificate, will I come here? I don't come here for certificate, but I learned a lot of, in fact, the win videos, I saved them. I think I still have them. The lecture materials, because they were premium materials, trainings on how to run a business. So if you are going to go into business, from my own, I will advise you to take at least two entrepreneurship stroke business management courses. In fact, if you get an MBA, it's in order. By the time you finish, you will see things differently. Otherwise, you will remain a hustler for the rest of your life. If you don't take training, you just sit down, hey, I can do this, I can do this. Yes, you may be good at business, but a training in businessing will teach you what it means to set up an organization properly, and your network will expand, bam, in ways that you can never. And yes, it also help you to be able to position your business in case somebody wants to invest in it, or you are going to be getting grants. So these are things that taking a training in business will do. So you will become both an entrepreneur and a researcher at the same time. If you are going to go into business, I was talking with a man in, well, during the feedback we had in Plateau State, that was like last month. He was working with organization. We were just talking, we were bouncing ideas together. The man was so excited. Like, I like the way you're talking. I was just laughing. I was just telling that if you're going to do these things, you need to develop a business, you need to do this. He was like, yes, that's what we wanted to hear, and things like that. So a business is another entity on its own, and it runs by itself. Don't try to be Jackie Chan, collaborate. You won't be able to do your biggest jobs alone. If you can do it alone, it's not a very big job. Learn to collaborate with others. Be satisfied with little profit you make. Don't let greed make you to go and crash land your business by yourself. I've done that before in my life, and I still regret it till today. I got a job with one international NGO, and I could not deliver on time. In fact, I messed up the but I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson fast. And since, thank God, this year we got one of our biggest consultancies, a very big job. We did it in the north, and it was well managed. Thank God for some lessons I learned. One of them is collaborating. I reached out to some friends. We went to the interview together. They gave us the work, and we managed the work together. And we have submitted the report now in the last stages of it. So your greatest goodwill is your greatest gain in business is goodwill for quality delivery. It will lead to bigger referral. So if you got a job of say 3 million naira and your profit is 500,000, be satisfied with it rather than try to gather all the 3 million together for yourself, and you could not deliver. You now work and now end up in hospital. To do you no good. I've done all manner of things in this my life. I can tell you a lot of stories, but it's fine. Don't fight with compete with others. Don't fight or compete with other people. Compete with yourself. See, the market of research is very wide. Find your own niche and deliver premium services. I have learned from experience, like I'm telling you, the market is very, 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 very wide. If you have read this book called Blue Ocean Strategy, I don't know the name of the author. I don't know the name of the author offhand, but Blue Ocean Strategy. It says that the market, there's the red market, there's the blue ocean, there's the red ocean, there's the blue ocean. So the blue ocean is where people are not existing, where you can sit down and create your own market. Don't be fighting with people up and down. Hey, this one will steal my customer. If I do this one will steal my. If everybody that is able to bring business to you, bring business to you, can you handle everything? No, you cannot handle everything. No matter how organized or structured you are, you can't handle everything. So what you should do is focus on delivering a good job to your existing clients. If you are good, your jobs keep coming your way. The part of respect for you is to share jobs with others, not try to kill yourself. Don't also get jealous of others. If you do a good job, you will get referrals. Don't be jealous of other people's success. In fact, it pays you better to build a network of other researchers that you can work with. So that in case the job gets overwhelming, you have people that you can work with. My guys, so we have this job, let's do it together. When people know that you are a reliable and trustworthy person, they will also be willing to call you for jobs and not be afraid. For instance, look at Mr. David now. Both of us operate in similar market, but not the same market. We don't do the same thing. I've sat down and I've observed, I've concluded my mind that we don't do the same business together. So many times he refers job my way. Mr. Edowo, can you sometimes I say, they will say, I want to do this. I say, see, I cannot do this. Go and meet this person. So we refer just one another. Mr. David, am I correct? I wish you can bear me witness. Yes, we refer to one another. But apart from that, we refer to friends. We even develop communities like Mr. David said, that's going to develop a community for you. Don't be stingy. Don't be selfish. You can't do all the job yourself. If you see a job, share the work to others. They will be grateful to you. And they also help you to build a network of people. The day they will also send something to you, that's how they will do it. Right? Protect your reputation. In the field of research business, reputation is key. If you do a good job, people will tell others about you. If you don't, they will tell others about you, but in a bad way. Be good at your job and live memorable experiences with people. My time is almost up. This another person, Mr. Ken Dewinshile, apparently see that we bear the same surname. He works with organization called MSI Reproductive Choices, but he also consults for individuals, for organizations, right? So this is an example of a person that his main also is not research consulting, but because he's so good at his work, like Mr. Victor, like Mr. Um, Mr. Michael, because he's good at his work, people will not mind that you are busy. They say, let me do my work, because they know that when you do it, you will do a good job for them. People don't commit serious matter to the hand of mediocres. If you are good at your job, people will come and ask you, do this work for me. But you need character to maintain this thing. If you have a bad character, you say, oh, that person, I don't like the way he talks to people, I don't like his attitude to money or things like that. This is another person. This is a household name. I believe you know her. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. I'll be like, okay, so what's she doing here? She currently works as the Director General of the World Trade Organization. She was formerly Nigeria's Minister of Finance, but she also has a research consultancy called NOI Pulse. See, this is our own research consultancy. They consult for organizations. So look at this now. She has a business, she's working, and she also has the service that she's offering. So what I'm trying to point out is that the level at which you can do this thing varies. You can do it as a main also. This one now, for her, is a side also. She employs somebody that's the manager of the business. She's doing WTO job, but doing the big madam up and down. But with her reputation, there are calibers of people that will bring job to her business because she saw the need and she's providing the service. Research service is about meeting needs primarily, not primarily about the money you want to collect. You will make money, you'll be tired. But first of all, provide service, meet the needs of people, right? Let me tell you a little bit of my own story. So when I finished first degree, 2012 to 2013, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Like, what should I do? I have no idea. I knew I wanted to do research. I've known that one since before I started my first degree. But what area of research do I want to focus on? I did not know. But I know that I need advanced degrees to do well in my field. So what did I do? I went to take, I started my MSc immediately. These are people that I've worked with at different levels of times. These people now, they have expanded, they have become big. This was around 2014, before COVID-19. And like I told you, I started working on projects since my part one. Down the line, there are three main things that I knew I wanted to do. I wanted to do data analysis, I want to do training, and I want to do internship. Everywhere I talk about this are the three things in my head. So what do we do? I started doing research writing, but eventually I stopped because I had a lot more time to finish a research work writing than to do other things. So I started outsourcing. I said, I don't do research writing, but I know people that do. Go and meet this person, meet this person, meet this person, right? I'm still working on my PhD, and because I consider it critical to my goal, now I do more of research planning. The last picture, this first was a training we did earlier this year at Abuja with Mexico. The one in the middle, no, it was a training in quantitative analysis. The one in the middle was a training I did with NCDC. I can't remember. I think just around the COVID-19, see that all of them are wearing face mask. This one was last month, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We went to do data collection this was in Kaduna State. We went to do data collection there. I was the consultant in charge of the project. So it was a major work for me. I was so happy that we got it because it really meant a lot. So starting from part one, working on a project with undergraduate students, right? Then doing a business, not really having an idea what I'm going to do. Now we are able to handle a major project. It took time. This is a 10-year journey. I'm telling you, it was a lot of journey, a lot of challenges, but we kept writing over them.
Inside though, where's our picture?
Which picture?
Myself and you.
I have a lot of pictures. I have to just select this one. So sorry. So even
All
till
right.
today, it feels like I'm at a crossroad because opportunities keep going bigger and bigger. So what can help you in specializing? Know what you can do. What can I do? I'm very good at writing. I have a friend, his name is Dr. Ada. Ada likes writing. But me, I don't like writing. I said that it's not my I can do it though, it's not difficult, but it takes me more time. I don't want to waste more time. What I can do in a short time, I've had to do it. Sit down, after you know what you can do, sit down and decide what do you want to be doing. Go. Then sit down with it and start telling everybody. Let me tell you another funny story. When I started my business, you know, on WhatsApp, your name will be Kini Call. People have this name. I wrote my own WhatsApp name as I do data analysis, and I did it deliberately because I said, so I now make sure that I always contribute in WhatsApp groups. Whenever they post something, and I say, who is this person called I do data analysis? I say, there's no need for any publicity. You see that I do data analysis, simple. So make the analysis and let me do it for you. The people that still call me I do data analysis till today since more than 10 years ago. Like, how somebody bearing I do data analysis? I say, what else? That's what I do. So I was making it all over the place. And data analysis will bring the work. Virtually the work started coming and has not stopped since then. So go and decide what you want to do and start making noise about it. Don't let people rest. Eventually it will stick in people's brain that if you want to do something, this person should talk. In fact, in my circle, anybody that says data analysis, it's my name they usually remember first. I'm not making mouth too. But I'm just talking about the fact that I have spoken so much about it, carried the thing on my head like bucket that everybody knows that when you're talking about data analysis, this is the person that should go and meet first of all. This is the name they remember first before remembering other people. But eventually we help other people also to develop in their fields and doing their business. So, in wrapping up this class, I said that I'm going to give a free gift to everybody that is participating in this training. It's my book titled 100 Quotes About Doing Business, Street Lessons on Small Business Management for Startups. So, it's on seller. I'll post the link in the chat now. But the book is available for only, I'm giving out only 100 copies. That means that only 100 people will be able to download it. Once I've exhausted the 100, it has gone like that. Thank you very much. And when you are going, use the coupon code Grace Hands. I've created the coupon code. So this is the coupon code you use to download the book. Just type it there. And if the 100 is not exhausted by January 1, nobody will be able to make use of it again. So I think that's my own way of encouraging you. If you're going to start business, there are some lessons that I learned in my work. In summary, see, the matter is very simple. If you are good at what you do, people will come to request your service no matter where you are on earth. If you japa, they will still chat you up. Please, they are my friends that in US. What was in US? Say, I want to do this executive, but I don't know how to do it. And that's why you share screen. We do this. I was just like, how can you be in US? And you're asking me something, and it looks so funny. What is in UK? You do, clinical. If you are good at your work, wherever you are on earth, people will come and demand your service. So the first thing you should focus on is honing your craft. What can you do? Go and become the grandmaster of that thing. Let it be said to them that if you want to do this thing, this person that can do it, then carry the thing on your head like bucket or like head tie. Focus on getting the word out that people, I am good at this thing. Don't give my business to another person. You know, when people promote business on WhatsApp, I usually laugh. They say, don't carry my business to another person. Don't carry my money. I'm watching you. You don't patronize me today. Carry it on your head. It will not kill you. Let people know that this is what you do. The next thing you want to do is whether you want to consult as a side or you want to go all in. If you are doing as a side, your employer, he cannot compete your employer's work. Employer will not like it that this person is doing side business and my business is suffering. So you must not let it affect your day job. Otherwise, if you feel you are bold enough, you can go off the table. I feel different people, those that do it as a side, those that do it as a full. Me, I'm doing it as a full. I know they work for any organization, right? And Mr. David also is doing that as a full time. As far as I know, he's not working for any organization, but he's busy making money and becoming fatter and fatter than I am. So you can also decide how big you want to go. Do you want to become a big scale business like I want? Look at NOI Post. NOI Post is a big business. They work with international organizations. Me, that's where I'm going to. Or you say that me, I'm content with doing with students. You make money working with students because students are very plenty, very, very plenty. But I don't want to remain at that level. I have my own reasons for it. But whatever you do, no do pass yourself. Don't handle work that you cannot, don't take job that you cannot finish. It will backfire on you. Grace hand is capital letter, please. All caps. Please get the spelling right. All capital letter. And when you see opportunities bigger than you, instead of running away, collaborate. So, in conclusion, research skills have immense potential for wealth creation. Mr. David, I'm sorry, I'm 8 minutes above my time. Action step: identify your niche, build a portfolio, and start marketing your skill. Your expertise is your greatest asset. Make it work for you. Thank you very much for listening to my talk. I'm done presenting.
Thank you, sir, very much. Please, can you make me host back?
Yes, I'll do that now.
Thank you, sir. I hope we enjoyed this session, and I hope we've written down some key points that we need to follow up with. You know, the thing is wishes is not enough. You have to make decisions, and decisions follows with actions. Okay. There's something I want to point out. Okay, this is like a business session, and it's very important that these things are addressed, because I selected him to talk about this because I know he's a business person. Okay. The first thing I want to ask you is this: why are you trying to go into research business? Why? Why do you want to go into business? If the reason is because you want to make money, that's a wrong motive of entering business. Okay, that's a wrong motive of entering business. Your purpose of going to business should be to make impact, to impact life. I can tell you that that's your best way to enter business. If your mentality, if your mindset, your mentality and mindset is that you want to make money, you will not go to, I don't know, too far in business. Okay. If your mentality is to make impact, I can tell you, money follow impact. Okay. Money follow impact. I've known Mr. Idowu for, I mean, it's going to 10 years, close to 10 years now. Okay. He's my first teacher. I learned data analysis from him. I think when I was in, I can't remember the path now. When I saw his flyer somewhere on campus, learn data and learn SPSS. And I just saw it. And I felt like, okay, let me take this course. Okay. I went to him. Then there's no WhatsApp, all these things are not that common that time. So I just went to him and he taught me SPSS. In fact, there's no video to watch. There's a note I had then. I put it there. Click. Once you click, drag, I write drag so that I have a step I'm following once I'm alone. You understand? And then it has been a serious journey. But what has helped me so far and aim to is that we want to make impact. We want to make impact. So please, try and build a business that is making impact, not that is making money. Of course, money is very important. It's very, very important. But if you are going to make impact, there are some decisions that you have to make. Some decisions that you have to make. So it's very important. Another thing I want to say is this. As a business person, you must know how to put price on your value. Okay. I tell people, when you are learning a skill, learn the marketing side of the skill. A lot of people learn skills, they don't know the marketing side. When you are learning a skill, learn the marketing side. If the person that is teaching is not teaching, stay with the person. Because having a skill is not enough. How do I market this skill? Please, I want to send a questionnaire. How much? Okay, this is my, but I can call him anytime. I will say, sir, there's a job coming up. How much should I put on this job? If you say, okay, this price. If you feel like you can't really do it, let the person know. If you can do it, I know it's going to take your time. The time given for the work is also important. Put this price there. And he has guided me on several occasions. So please, if you've not learned the marketing side of your skill, start this week before 2025. learn the marketing side of your skill. It's very, very important. Please, very, very important. Okay. I actually tell my staffs, okay, I tell them you can collect work. You can collect work, but once you are collecting work, let me know. So I can tell you this is the price you can put on this. Okay, this is the price you can put on this. And someone will say, the client will run away. I say, it's the way you talk to the client. It's the way you talk to the client. It's the way you address, it's the way you address the person's matter that will determine if the person is going to pay and the person is not going to pay. Are you following? So it's very, very important. The other thing I want to quickly mention before the next speaker comes up, I need to tell you it takes time to build a business. I can tell you that. Mr. Edo did not tell us how many years he is in this business. He not tell us it takes time to build a business. It takes time. 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 So if you want to start now. Because it takes time. So start now. Okay? Start now and have a mentor. Just like what Mr. Edo have said. Go and take a course on business. I can tell you YouTube is a weapon. Okay, I have so many business videos on my phone, on my system that I've downloaded, that I've not even watched on YouTube. I have people I'm following on YouTube on business. You understand? Of course, on research too, on data analysis. I have them that I'm following them. So it's very, very important, please. It's very important. Business takes time. Business takes time. And then I think that's all for now. That's all for now. Mr. Adewo, thank you very much for this great privilege to be part of this webinar. We are so glad to have you. I want to make a very serious announcement at the end of this whole training, but our prof is ready now, so I don't want to delay him. We enjoyed the session yesterday. Prof session was, fantastic. So, and it's live now. Prof, are you here with us, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, sir, you're welcome, sir. So I will make you the host now, and then so you can kick off with your session, sir. I might not take my session tonight because time. Okay, I might still take my session, but anyway, let's see how it goes. So I'll make it the host now. All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. And good evening once again, everybody.
Good evening,
I
sir.
hope you can hear me, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
Prof. Good evening, sir.
We can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Okay,
Good evening,
thank you.
Prof.
Thank you. Good
Good
evening.
evening, Prof.
Good evening. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I wish you the same. Can you see my screen, my slide?
Good evening, Prof.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to
we
be
can.
a short one. Now I'll be talking on top job opportunities for 21st century researchers. Well, we are in a digital age now. Like they say, the fourth industrial revolution. We have even entered the fifth. But I hope Nigeria is moving as others are moving. I hope we are moving as researchers across the globe. We need to move. Oh, sorry. I hope it's still showing the screen.
Yes, it's still showing.
Okay. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. That's 1 minute. Okay, good. Now, my outline will just be this. It's going to be very brief. The evolving role of researchers. Traditionally, when we talk about researchers, we normally think of those in the academia. So the primary role of researchers has always been in the academia, those in the academics, carrying out, dishing out knowledge, the universities, the polytechnics, the colleges of technology, and all of them. They are knowledge banks, the ivory tower, where we dish out theoretical knowledge. In fact, I used to know that, they used to tell us those who went to polytechnics are more engaged in hands-on. I don't know if it's still like that. Then those of us who went to the university were more engaged in the theory. So that industries will always prefer those who have HND to those who have first degree. Well, I don't really know if those things still work like they said it used to be. But in contemporary times, researchers are increasingly working in industry, in government, non-profit sectors where they apply their research to practical problems. I have a brother who left the university here in Nigeria and is in the US. He left here as a lecturer, was in the US as a researcher, and is making, well, I don't know if I should say 3 times what he's making. There's big money in research, actually, in developed climes. There's big money. If, like Mr. Edo, who had just reeled out a lot of things, which I also relate with, if you don't have it, you can't give it. If you have so much in you, you fit in anywhere as a researcher. So the traditional role has always been those of the university people, the polytechnic people, the colleges people who just go reel out theories to their students. That the narrative has changed. Like I call myself an acadopreneur, and an acadopreneur is from my own definition, is one who sees academics, who takes academics in a business-like form, not making money really. I take what I do very seriously. My teaching, my research, my community service, my administrative works. These are 4 tasks that I carry out very well. And I do not joke with all those who know me. I take every of these activities I carry out very seriously. Anywhere I work, all the places I've ever worked. So I see myself more as an acadopreneur, not just an academic. So I take my academics, with the business mindset, with seriousness. So what I teach with seriousness. When I do my research, I do it with seriousness. When I do community service, I do it with seriousness. And like I was advising some of my mentees, we do consultancies, we have community services. Separate your consultancies from your community service in your CV. Community services are, services you render voluntarily where you don't charge money. Consultancies, you get paid for them. So there's need to separate those things. I used to merge them together until a senior colleague saw my CV, said, no, you need to split them. You have a lot of this stuff. So it's good. Like Mr. I do also mention, you need to let people know what you are doing. You need to be visible. And that's why the social media is really helping us. LinkedIn, X, Instagram, be visible in those areas. Utilize them very well. Now, the current scenario, we find ourselves in the 21st century. Researchers collaborate across different fields. So there's interdisciplinary research and collaboration is rife. For you to collaborate with people, you need to have a broad mindset. You need to have the ability to work with people, from diverse culture. People from different climes. Like I told you, I have colleagues from across Africa, from across Nigeria, and even beyond. So your ability to blend with people is very important. But you start small, like they say, many a little makes a big. If in your various departments, your various classes, you have a group work, how are you featuring in that group work? Like I told my students, my final students a few weeks ago. Now, many of you will say, oh, you are looking for a job. And they say, oh, because you don't have any experience. But you have, for the 5 years you have spent in the university, what have you been doing? There are many things you have been doing that you fail to include in your CV. For instance, we give you group activities to do. You may be the team leader. You may be a member, but you have a role, you have a task. Put these things there in your CV. We want to know what you have been doing for this past period. Many things will end up, you end up leaving out of your CV that you should put there, will make you understand the spirit of collaboration, team spirit, even entrepreneurial spirit that you may have cultivated as you work with people. So you need a broad skill set, a mindset of working with people to be a good researcher. And now recently, technology has revolutionized the way research is conducted. We now use a lot of tools. Gone are the days when you have to carry questionnaires from place to place. My PhD research was on, it covered the entire Niger Delta. So I traveled to the 9 Niger Delta states. So you can imagine me traveling. I was in Futo then when I was doing my PhD, and I was teaching there. So I had traveled across all the states, rivers, Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Abia, Imo, Edo, Ondo. I traveled. I visited all of those places, carrying my questionnaires. But these days, you don't have to do that. You can use Google Form, but you need to follow up, because one problem I've realized in Nigeria, people, when you share online forms or questionnaires, people hardly respond. So you need to follow up a lot for you to be able to get them done or get them filled. We also have Kobo Collect. Kobo Collect combines, which is an advanced form of, it's a bit more advanced than the Google form, because it can give you coordinates, what your GPS readings will have, the latitude, the longitude, and all of those stuff. So it can give you the timestamps, the real-time information. So when you say you're in a particular place, it will show us you were there and at that time. So they can also use it as a check and balance for you and the researcher. Now, technology is important. Let's use it. And in recent times, AI has come to help us. Please, let's learn to use AI creditably. I took a course on prompt engineering not long ago. That's one thing. If you want to use AI very well, you need to understand prompt engineering. So you can help, you will be able to be on a good footing on how to use AI for your research. Now, critical thinking and problem solving are very important. We have talked about this before anyway. Now, the various top job opportunities, for instance, let's start with the academia. Basically, we have the tenure track faculty positions, that's academic positions, where we teach and we do research. Now, there are several opportunities here for academic leadership where you can grow. You start either as a graduate assistant or as an assistant lecturer. You work with your senior colleagues, make yourself available. You see, if you don't make yourself available, it is difficult. Mentorship, as like I said yesterday, it's not for mentors to be doing your work for you. You should be available to work with your mentors. As a mentee, you should be loyal, in quotes, loyal, not in a negative balance now. You should be available. Make yourself willing and able to work. So if you don't know, tell your mentor you don't know it, so he can show you how to do it. Your mentor is supposed to expose you to opportunities, things you may not have known, the opportunities that you may not have come across, he can share them with you. That's what you have a mentor for. So the tenure track positions are there. I have a young woman who wanted to leave her job where she was earning 600,000. She had a car and she was desperately in the need of living there to come and teach. I told her, when you come to teach as a lecturer too, what you'll be earning is just 100 and something thousand. Thank God she told me this, because she may have had issues with her husband, because the husband was not too comfortable. I said, if you tell me 2 times, I'll get angry with you. You are earning 600 and something, you have a car, which will be changed for you every 4 years. And you want to leave because you love teaching. So I told her, there's nothing wrong in loving teaching, but there are many opportunities. There are too many universities these days where you can get teaching appointments, but you need to have what it takes. You need to publish. You don't need to be in the academics to publish. In my university, as a PhD student, you need to publish minimum of 2 papers from your PhD work. And you must have attended 2 conferences with evidence to show that you attended those conferences. So you know that by the time you'll be rounding up, you'll have had at least two journal papers published. You can start from there. So there are many universities, like I said, there are online universities that are where you can do part-time, where you can do adjunct assignments. I started adjunct appointment as a lecturer 1, but because I had something to give. If you don't have a pedigree, there's nobody that will take you as an adjunct lecturer, because we need professors as adjunct lecturers. You must have a pedigree. So, but when you have unique features, you have unique skills, people will come running for you. People will come, looking for you, just like Mr. Adowu said, they will come for you. Like I said yesterday, I teach in the School of Public Health. I teach in the Energy Institute. I teach in Occupational Health Center. I teach in International Trade and Development Center. I teach in social work. I also teach in the Institute of Natural Resources. I used to teach in disaster and risk management. So I can't remember me telling any one of the directors that I know this or I know that. Well, I just say, please, Prof, we had, can do so and so for us. Please, we don't mind if you can help us handle this course. And that's how it is. So when people know what you can offer, they come looking for you. It is not necessarily about the money, but the impact you can make, how you can touch people's lives. And you should be happy that you're reaching out to people. Like Mr. David said, the money will come later. It comes that way. Like the Bible says, cast your bread upon the waters. For in many days you'll find it. So just keep doing what you are doing. The things will come with time. So now we have the research scientist position where emphasis here is on research and publication. Most of these researchers work in the laboratories or even in the field. Like I mentioned yesterday, we have the IITA, we have the National Root Cause Research, we have the Center for Medical Research, and all of that. So they go to the field, they collect data. That's their job. That's their responsibility. Then we have the postdoc or postdoctoral fellowships, where we do advanced research, and based on your experience. For instance, you're about to get a PhD, or you just got a PhD. Postdoc opportunities are there for you. Many of them in foreign countries, anyway. So, and they go with some funds. They come with funds. There are many. No, you may start the opportunity. The beauty of postdoc is that it's a stepping stone for industry roles. It's a stepping stone for faculty positions, academic positions. Because if you do well there, positions. There you help conduct seminars, carry out research activities for your professor whom you are working with, because you must identify a professor. You must write a good statement of purpose. You must have a good cover letter, a good CV, well-prepared CV. You need to go take courses on how to write a good CV for different purposes. Now, we have the research associate who support faculty members in conducting their researches. And then they may specialize in maybe just collecting data, some just for literature review, or some for laboratory work. Then we have the adjunct, like I mentioned before. The adjunct lecturer, they teach part-time. An adjunct lecturer in Nigeria, you earn, I think, between 40 or 50% of your original salary. It's wrong to accept two full-time appointments at the same time. I'm a lecturer in the University of Port Harcourt. It is against the rules of engagement in the public service for me to be working in another university full-time. It's criminal. So I can only take adjunct appointments or part-time appointments. I was in River State University for a very long time, almost 7 years. While I'm here, I'm also in UST as at that time anyway, doing adjunct until some years back. Even at Niger Delta University, I do time. So there are different payments they make for this stuff, but you must have a pedigree. You could be hired to teach just for one semester or just teach one or two few courses, but it's a very flexible thing anyway. Then we have academic administrators who manage programs. These are non-teaching staff. They help handle administrative tasks in the office, human relation related, maybe to file things in the offices. And then it requires some skills in leadership, some skills in human relations. I'm an agric extensionist. I've taken courses on leadership. I've taken courses on organizational behavior. I deliberately take these courses. Like I told my son, who is in engineering, I said, see, don't think it's only engineering. You must go look for courses in project management, look for courses on human resources, courses on management generally. That is how you can blend well in this when you go into the world of work. So don't stick to your discipline and think that's all about it. No, you can fit in. It's a world of multidisciplinary endeavor. Then the librarian is a personality. So they specialize in academic libraries and they provide research support for those who want to get information. They can get them easily through the librarian. We have instructional designers, we have academic advisor, we also have grant writers. All of these positions are also in the academia. The instructional designer, like for instance, we have a department of curriculum studies in the University of Port Harcourt. Now, I took courses. I have a certificate in a technical teacher certificate in agricultural science education. So I took some courses in this. So I'm a professional teacher. When I was teaching in the College of Education, I had to take that certificate. to qualify me as a professional teacher. And like I mentioned again, much later, I think year 2020, I took the TRC, the Teachers Registration Certificate. I got that to qualify me and to get a license as a professional teacher in Nigeria. So in any part of the world, I could teach in any educational institution. That's just what it means. Now, the instructional designer's responsibility is to develop and design educational materials, online courses, instructional videos, and all. I have a YouTube channel. I have my seller account. I took courses on YouTube. I took courses on how to develop my seller and all of that. I've taken so many courses. These are not courses I took in conventional classrooms. But to make me an acadopreneur, I need to build my capacity. I need to be visible. I need to be useful to humanity. And that's our purpose in life, to be useful to humanity. As an academic advisor, provide academic guidance and support to students. So as a lecturer, I also provide support. In my university, we assign a lecturer to a particular group of class, maybe 100 level students. You have an advisor who advises you till you get your final year. So you help your students in developing their courses, in selecting their courses, when to take electives. If they have any issues, you'll be able to advise them and plan for them to navigate the academic landscape. Then we have grant writers. I used to be the assistant director, Center for Research Management of the University of Port Harcourt. Now, in that office, we help researchers in the university and others, both students and staff, to prepare their grant proposals to help them secure funds for their researches. Like when there are calls, we make it available to staff and graduate students, and then help them to package their proposals, as well as showing them opportunities for where they could get funding for their researches. So these are areas related to the academic endeavors. Now, for the industry, we have several of them. Like we have the data scientist, who analyzes large data sets to extract insights so that we can understand scenario, we can understand patterns on how researches were done, we can develop models and algorithms to help us explain situations better. Then we have the research and development scientists who helps to develop new products and technologies. They collaborate most times with engineers and product teams to enable us to carry out researches. Those in the pharmaceutical endeavor, in biotechnology, they conduct research to develop new drugs and treatments. They work in laboratories. We also have quality assurance engineers who conduct product quality and safety related researches, and they conduct testing and analysis to also identify and resolve quality-related issues. This depends on your field of endeavor. We have those who are involved in regulatory affairs, like the Standards Organization. We have the NARC, and so many of them. Then we have those in the clinical research field that monitor clinical trials to ensure compliance with protocols. Like I told you yesterday, when a colleague slaughtered 114 rats to conduct a research in testing for the efficacy of coconut water to manage fibroid in female rats, which she simulated to manage women who have fibroid diseases. So that many people were not happy with her to slaughter 114, that you could have slaughtered fewer number of animals to do that same research. You know, you need to monitor, you need to follow protocol when you do things. Well, as a researcher, you must be considerate. You must be held accountable for whatever kind of research you carry out. We have medical writers who write scientific and medical documents, clinical trial reports, and then you need strong writing skills. Generally, as a researcher, you need strong writing skills. And that's why yesterday I mentioned the fact that you should take courses. There are many courses. If you go to Author Aid is AUTHORAID, authoraid.info. There are over 14,000 researchers on that platform. So there are so many opportunities you can get from that. They conduct academic writing workshops from time to time. And then you could have opportunity to also get travel grants, even I think thesis writing grants sometimes. And people could link you up with so many things. So as a researcher, your writing skills and communication skills must be strong. Now, in the industry, we also have the IP lawyers who protect IPs, that's intellectual property rights, which include patents, trademarks, and copyrights. This could help you get something from, at least a reward, some incentive from your research work. This is one area many researchers in Nigeria have not really ventured into, which we must continue. We have a lot of intellectual property. We need to leverage on our researches, get spin-offs, get opportunities that can help you patent your ideas. When you patent your ideas, while you are doing your research, you'll be getting something. Money will be coming to your coffers from time to time. Then the IP lawyer advises clients on IP strategies and litigation. I told you about my plantain wine. I needed to consult an IP person so that I won't be misled. So it took some time, but at least he was able to guide me, to help me. What do I do? That's not my field. There are people who specialize in such things. The market research analysts who conduct market research to identify trends and opportunities. They help you do this so that we can get informed business decisions. We also have product managers who work cross-functional with cross-functional teams to bring products to the market. When products come to the market, they don't just come there. They conduct researches, sound out opinions from people, the customers, to see how if they have to improve on a product before it gets to the market. So we have people who do all of that from the industry. We have also the business development manager, the consultant, the entrepreneur who starts and runs his own business, leveraging on research expertise and entrepreneurial skills. A researcher must have some entrepreneurial spirit wherever you work. I also see myself as an entrepreneur, not even an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur is one who works in a company or in an organization, but has entrepreneurship mindset. So he has creative ideas, he has skills that can help build that entrepreneurial spirit in the organization. So we have individuals like that, like me, like I've said, there are so many things I've developed. There are so many ideas, so many technologies I have developed, in the course of my career over the years. Then in the government sector, we also have scientists, we have policy analysts. I mentioned something yesterday. There's something we are failing to do as researchers. We are not building up policy briefs. Policy briefs are not complex write-ups, unlike journals, news, and other things. They are documents that we can use in reaching the grassroots. We can use in reaching the non-scientific audience. So people who understand our researches, it will make more impact. Many of our researches just end up in bookshelves. They don't make impact, obviously, because people don't know what we do in the universities, except maybe when we win awards, when we win grants. So, but for our researchers to make great impact, we need to work with those in government. We need to work with those in the industry. And that's where the triple helix and now the quadruple helix or triple helix plus comes to play, where there's an interplay between the academia, the government, the industry, and even professional societies. So that's what makes it triple helix plus or quadruple helix. So it's beyond just three now. There are four elements interplaying together. When you have acquired the skills, you can work with anybody. I have the people in government invite me to come talk with them. I go to their board to talk with them, maybe to advise them. In the industry, we interact also. In the academia, I do that. In my professional association, I also do that. So when you have something to give, you can work with anyone. So the government endeavors, we have all of this, like we have seen on the screen. The economists, you have the urban planner, the statistician, the intelligence analyst. I know I took a course on business intelligence and data analysis some time ago, though I didn't complete that course, but I'm sure I'll go back to it. Business intelligence is also related to data analysis. It's something that can help you analyze business intelligent make business intelligent decision. So you can assess threats, you can assess situations, in the environment, in the business environment. We have urban planners, we have statisticians that can collect and analyze data and help us interpret our data. Then we also have foreign service officers, we have education policy analysts, cybersecurity experts, program evaluators. All of these are related to government endeavor. Like I said, as a researcher, you can fit in anywhere. You can fit in anywhere. It does not matter whether you studied philosophy. What matters is the skills that you have acquired that you can use in complementing what your primary assignment is all about. Then in the non-profit organizations, NGOs, CSOs, research is also available in the form of research associates, in the form of program officers, program managers, if you like, where they conduct research on social issues, on environmental concerns, where they support program development and also evaluation. The program officers manage grants, they manage research projects, they manage templates, they manage platforms that can help the organizations move forward. I remember when I was teaching in Futo, I met, I was interested, I'm a very curious person. I saw a flyer in one business center where I went to make a photocopy in the estate. And they said they needed facilitators. And I went into the office and met the program manager, the program officer, sorry. I told him I was a lecturer then in Futo, and I think I can offer some services. And boom, I started giving them some services and they were paying me. And before I knew it, they now decided to pick me as a consultant. While I was teaching, I was also doing some other things for them. And I was also building my profile in the process. So as a researcher, there's a lot to do. Then as an entrepreneur, you can start your own research-based business. Like Mr. Edo has rolled out opportunities in this line. You can commercialize your research findings by transforming what you are doing, in different formats. It will be needful, like the seller account, where you are going to get the book from Mr. Edo's platform, seller.co. You can create your platform. Like I run trainings, I run webinars, run workshops, and then I have my products. Just like the book, I've checked the book, is 500 naira. I'm going to get it later. Now, after my training, I place my the videos or even the PDF versions of the materials there for a fee. And those who are interested can always purchase. When I share the link, if you see it, you're interested in it, you purchase it. And the money comes to me from whatever part of the world you are. You want to sell a physical product, you can also do that. It doesn't matter where. If somebody is in the US, somebody is in the UK, you can get money paid to you in naira. So you see, you can still do your business at the comfort of your room. So you can commercialize your research findings. Like I told you, I'm doing my black soda fly farm just at the back of my house here. I've conducted my research. I've done a lot of things on it. So I'll claim I'm an authority now in the insect technology, which I'm trying to use AI now to see how I can take my research to another level. So you can develop innovative products and services, create new offerings based on research that address unmet. Yes, there will be room for questions, sure. You can create my black soda fly, my plantain wine, my high quality cassava flour. These are things I created, I developed, and I'm using it to reach out to the people. I've done community services. I've talked to young people. I go to schools, primary schools, secondary schools, and I try to teach young people that look, like something like cocoyam flour, which cocoyam is going into extinction. And the only thing I know they use cocoyam flour for around these places, cocoyam flour, is using the cocoyam flour as soup thickener. But we can use the same cocoyam to make flour that we can use to make snacks. And I easily teach these things to young people. And it's so exciting to understand. Now, to round up, I have this list of top 10 jobs of the future. The future, we are looking at 6 years from now, 2030 is a magic year, software development. It's expected that software developers, they're already taking the world by storm. Software development will grow by at least 25% between now and 2013. Renewable energy is supposed to explode over the next 10 years because, like you can see, gradually the world is trying to phase out fossil fuels. I don't know how prepared Nigeria is. We're not talking about it. They are talking about electric cars. I saw, is it Google? Yes, or which other company is that? I saw a mobile bike, even a swimming bike. They are creating these things. What we used to watch in sci-fi movies, they're already creating them. A flying bike, motorbike that can move. I saw it in fact, LinkedIn, and I saved it on my phone, and I was impressed. Yes, it may not be very feasible, it will go everywhere, but these things are possible. They are developing them. So renewable energy, the use of solar power, the use of biogas, these things are just possible. I took a course on biogas production, I think during the COVID 2 years, I remember. And all the main raw material is you could use poultry manure, you could use cow dungs with containers. That's all, and you produce methane gas, which you can use in powering your cooking. Then we also have blockchain developer. Well, again, the demand here is expected to grow over the next 10 years. The banking industry, the travel industry, healthcare, they're all building databases, and they need to improve their security and effectiveness of data transfer. That's where blockchain comes in. It's like a ledger, it's like an automated ledger. All those manual things we've been doing will soon be done away with. Whether we like it or not, AI has come to stay. So the earlier you get used to it, the better. I was listening to the radio, I think yesterday, and some persons were saying, oh, the AI will not make people think well again. Their brains will be rusty. I told somebody, do I look like somebody whose brain will be rusty? I still read. I do my research. So AI alone will not help me do my work, but it's helping me do my work faster. So I'm able to do more. That's just the idea. We have cyber security. We have also ethical hacker. Cyber, they are still related. The ethical hacker is one who helps to verify the security of your data. It can help you encrypt your data so unauthorized users will not have access to them, just like the cyber security expert. Then the AI prompt engineer. I told you I took a course. I just completed a course on AI prompt engineering. How to tweak your comments, the prompts. AI works with prompts. If you don't give it a correct prompt, it's like garbage in, garbage out. They will also have the environmental engineer, just like the renewable energy. Now I'm already getting prepared for this because I told you yesterday about the black soda fly, which we can use to manage pollution. The black soda fly can consume the wastes before they begin to smell. So it has potential to manage waste in the environment. We also have the digital currency advisor. Well, I'm sure you know about cryptocurrency. Though it's a bit controversial, but whether we like it or not, the digital currency has come to stay. You may not like it, but they have come to stay. So people should be prepared so that you'll not be caught in the web. You'll not be caught unawares. And then when the time comes, you say, if I had known, start it now before you will get there. But then autonomous car mechanic, like I said before now, the electric car in developed countries, in China specifically, they have gone far with it. But we have not started talking about it. We're still battling how much per crude oil and all of those stuff. Then AR only build augmented reality, virtual reality, augmented reality. All of these things are the future. Whether we like it or not, the future is here. Let's make him the first. Yeah, I think there are questions. I need to make. Okay. Oh no.
Hello, Prof. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. So I hope we we enjoyed this session and that we have our notes already. Please, I just posted on the chat now. We are only taking 10 to 15, no, I said 15 to 20 questions. First 15 to 20 questions. I don't think we should have a lot of questions because a lot of things have been addressed already. So, but in case you still have one or two questions, please, just type it and send to me now. And also, we are going to share the presentations files to the page. So if that's your question, I'm saying it now. Don't ask it. It will be sent to the page. And the contact of the speakers will also be sent to the page. So I think that will solve a lot of questions for people already. That's answered a lot of questions for people already. But if you have more questions, please, let's do that. I ought to take a session now, but I will not take it because of the questions we are sending. Is how to become a research assistant. The fact is that everything that we discussed so far in this webinar is how to become a research assistant. Are you following? Is how to become a research assistant. It's very simple. Just be a very good researcher. Be a very good researcher. Okay, know how to analyze, know how to write reports. Okay, go for internship. Go for internship is very important because that's experience. Let me tell you something. A lot of companies will not employ you if you don't have evidence that you've worked with people before. That's why you have to go for internship. It's very important. You must have evidence that you work with a company before. Okay, a year or 2 years, 6 months, you need to have that. And also you need to have a degree to support yourself. I don't want to take time. That's why I'm not showing any slides. You need to have a degree to support yourself. Okay. Okay. BSc, Masters, PhD, all this will give you a better chance to become a research assistant. All right, for any company you are trying to apply to, and also have a very good CV. Have a very good CV. Apart from the skills you have, this is other thing that you need to know. Have a very good CV. And after that, just keep applying. Okay, keep applying. That's just the process. So questions now, let me quickly address all the questions and I'll be calling the speakers one by one. With the observation of things, I think to self-acclaim once a researcher is not enough with qualifications. My question is, how can one attain being qualified 21st century researcher with high-rated qualifications? Prof, sir.
Yeah. Take it again. You say, how can one do what?
How can one attain being qualified 21st century researcher with high-rated qualifications? I think we have raised that, but
Well, the truth is, you should start from somewhere. You need to build. Like I just saw, maybe I should answer this. Your policy is still related to that. He said, my question is, I have a mentor now, but the mentor is always giving me work to do, like literature review and abstract writing. That is part of the work. When you don't accept responsibilities, you think, the Bible says something. It says we should pray for those who despisefully use us. Please don't categorize your mentor giving you work to do as despisefully using you. Is building you up. Let me tell you a story. When I was in Futo, I worked as a lecturer in Federal College Omok from 1994 to 2001. And I moved to Futo. I had to start afresh again as an assistant lecturer. I didn't mind because I wanted to come into the university. I tell you that I was the deputy editor-in-chief of the faculty journal. I was the managing editor of the departmental journal. I had 2 other journals I was editor. I was a departmental exam officer. Then I was teaching, out of the 6 master's courses, I was teaching 5. I was also teaching 4 undergraduate courses. So you can imagine the workload. When I'm coming to work, I carry 2 bags. I didn't have a car then. One on my left, one on my right. All the professors in my department, give it to Ade. All the senior people, give it to Ade. I didn't mind. I never saw it as a challenge. I saw it as a stepping stone. There was never a time you hear me complain. I tell you the truth, it built me up. I will be the last person to reject any assignment. It posed problems for me because some persons were feeling, in fact, one of my professors told me when I was leaving, he wasn't happy with me. He said, well, he's not very happy. But the thing there is that I've been a good mentee. That everybody, that's when I got to know. Most people are always complaining. Everything is they give to Ade, they will give it to. Everything is Ade. He said Ade will not complain. He told me this. Ade will take it in good faith and he will do the job and deliver it. See, when they will recommend you, you will not be there. And most times I'm not there when they recommend me for something. I'm never there. But what you have done will speak for you. There are certain things you ordinarily never have gotten. But your superior officer will, because he trusts you, he has worked with you, come, go and do this for me. In doing it for him, you are building. You can imagine, I became an adjunct lecturer as a lecturer one. Many universities will not take you, but it was my professor, Professor Agumagu, that I latched on. In fact, he told them if they don't take me, he's not coming. Until they gave me an appointment and he said, yes, my boy must come with me because he trusts me so well. And we worked together. So when they give you assignments to do, please, with all pleasure, collect it. In fact, collect more. Offer to do more for your superiors. Because the truth is, the same persons will be the one that will recommend you when something good comes. So when you are not making yourself available, tell me how you want me to recommend you. I shared this link to one of my mentees who has always been complaining. I sent it to her, something to her the other time. He said, hey, no, her husband is not around. It's not easy to take care of the children. I said, stop finding excuses. Shockingly, when I sent this on today, yesterday, she said, I've traveled to the village. Maybe there's no network in her place. I said, oh, very good excuse. There's no way I will send anything to her again. So tell me you want to be my mentee. I tell people, I give work. I'll give you plenty work to do. If you don't, I can do my work, truly. But these are tests. When I test you, you deliver. I test you, you deliver. Then when a big one comes, it's the same you. So accept it. So you can be a 21st century researcher by working gradually until you get to the zenith. That's my take on that.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me just buttress what Prof said. There's somebody that I know very well, a prof, will soon become a prof. He's actually my pastor. Okay, and there was a time in his life that he's working with some professors, just coming up and working with some professors. They give him work a lot, and then the pay is just nothing. I mean, less than nothing. I'm serious. In fact, he complained, but he did not complain to them. All right, he just complained himself, but he don't complain to them. And sometimes his wife, he will tell me this is later, telling me that sometimes his wife will tell him that why do you keep doing these things? If you are not, you know all these things, and they should pay you more than this and everything, and he just kept doing all these things he's doing. But suddenly, one of the jobs that he did, sent it to the prof, before sent it to those people in UK. And the UK people told the prof that, this work, we need you to build on it, to do this, and make some corrections on it. And the man said, okay, you know what? I will send you the contact of the person that did the job actually. The person works for me. So he sent my pastor contact to them. That is how my pastor became connected with them automatically.
If he didn't make himself available, how would it have been?
So he did the job, did the correction. They paid him times 10 of the amount the prof paid him normally, just for the correction for it that he's doing. They paid him times 10. And he has gotten a lot of jobs from them again. They now bypass the prof. They are now doing
that's it. Him directly. Yes.
Directly. So you just go to the prof and say, this people that referred me to said I should do this. The prof will say, you are a good person. Just continue listening.
So some other persons will not even go back to that prof.
We know,
they won't go and tell him. So you see?
Exactly, sir. So it's very important. If you have a mentor that is training you, no matter the work the person gives you, just keep doing it. The big jobs are coming, I can tell you. The big jobs are coming, and I tell my staffs, if I say you do this for me, do it. The day I will not be around and I will recommend somebody, I do that a lot. I did it for somebody recently. I was not in Lagos. The person said he needs somebody in Lagos, and I thought, okay, you are close to Lagos. Talk to this person and take the job. I will tell you how much you collect from the person. Don't worry. you can talk to the person. The money is much, you can take the job. You understand? But if the person has not been a good staff working with me, it's not going to be available. It's not going to be available. So it's very important. Mr. Idowo, I want to throw this question to you, sir. Are you here, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I think this prof question. Okay, but I want staff to answer it. But I think I've
Okay.
to your two lectures, I discovered that though there are undergraduates who are also passionate for this, but no room for opportunities. How does an undergraduate key into research and development? Because I started as an undergraduate, and I think Mr. Doe started as an undergraduate. That's why I want Mr. Doe to answer it. Prof,
Okay.
fleshing it up. So, Mr. Doe,
All right.
So what's the question again, please?
I discovered that though there are undergraduates who are also passionate for this, I mean, to become a researcher, but no room for opportunities. How does an undergraduate key into research and development?
Wow, that's a very funny question. Who said there's no room? In fact, undergraduate student, as an undergraduate student, I made so much money. I paid my friend's school fees.
Yes, sir.
And
Oh, you see?
that was my part four. I made so much money. I sat down in a particular location. People will come here and do this analysis for me. They'll be dropping money on my hands. Right as a student, my classmates were doing the same course. They were paying me to analyze the data for them. See, this is the secret. There's nobody, even the secondary school students, can make money in research.
Yes.
As long as your head is working. And people can confirm that this person will do a good job. People will pay you. So, okay, so now how do you do that as an undergraduate student? Number one, you can start with free job. You can charge small money.
Can do
So that
reports.
people will get to know you that this person does this thing. Tell your classmates, if you want to do analysis, if you want to do research, I can do this thing for you. Let me tell you know what I did? When I entered university, first semester, I went to cyber cafe. That time I used to go cyber cafe. I'll go and make, do you want to do registration? I can help you. I'll sit down with the person, I help the person, I'll collect money. Next thing, I print a flyer and I pasted it all over campus. If you want to do this thing, right, I can do questionnaire design, I can do clinical, I pasted it all over campus. I put my number there. All started coming. People will patronize you. Just market your business. Write it. You don't even need to put the business name. Just write, if you want to do so and so, call my number. Print like 100 copies, black and white. You don't need to do any special graphic design. Just use Microsoft Word and type it. Paste it all over your screen. But before you know it, you'll be calling your friends to come and assist you, because the work will be too much. Please don't let your academics suffer. Don't chase money and collect poor grades. But you will get the money. Like Mr. David said, know how to price your product. Don't overprice and don't underprice, so that you will not be working like elephant and be earning like rat.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes, thanks, sir. Before Prof talk about this, let me just share my experience. I learned under Mr. Idowu, okay? And after that, I started collecting jobs from, I was in part 3 then, part 2 or part 3, and then I started collecting jobs from people ahead of me. But I was known in my department, I write reports. So people give me their term paper, give me reports. So they know I'm already good in that area. I just increased the skill, went to go and learn data analysis and some other things. And I started writing projects for people in part 4, part 5. Okay, when I got to part 4, I think that was farm year. You know what I did? That's why I'm a very good Christian. Okay, I pray, I do everything. I just got an inspiration. I printed a flyer out and I photocopied it. And I went to almost all the departments, department in OAU. I mean, each department, I went there. I spoke with the class rep of the final year of each department, gave them my flyer, and I told them that I can help them out. Nobody knows the part I am. If they know that I'm lesser than them, they might have given me their job. But I went there, I did the legwork. All right. And after that, I carried myself to LASU. Went to department in LASUS. I carried myself to Lagos. What was this? What was this? No. Oh, sorry. UI. It's not UI. There's no university in Lagos. Someone might be in university in Lagos, apart from LASU. Public University.
Unilag.
Unilag. Yeah, Unilag. Unilag. I went there. I spoke with with a lot of people over there. Went to their departments, told them I can analyze their projects. I started with analysis majorly. So I told them I did collected their contacts, all of them. I have their contact on my phone. Some of them did not give me their job, but they have my contacts. It was when they traveled out that they were not contacting me like a year after 2 years. Some of them, please, you came to our school. Do you still do this? I do. Okay, I'm now in UK. Can you help me do this, do that? That was how everything just changed. But I did my legwork. So if they say there's no opportunity on campus, I'm telling you, campus is like you that's money center. You just know how to market your skill very well, but you have to take the course. You have to have the skill first before you start marketing it, so that you don't destroy something that you are about to start. You don't destroy the trust that you're about to build. Okay. Prof, anything you want to say on this one?
Well, I'll just type in. Somebody was asking, but the issue, you've said it all anyway.
Okay.
Whether you're an undergraduate, it doesn't change anything. What we have too many online courses these days. You can take online courses to build your capacity. That's all it takes. When you have the capacity, the sky is not even your limit. The sky is not even your limit. Just build a capacity. I've put a link there, Author Aid. It's an online mentoring platform.
Thank you, sir.
That you can www.authoraid.info. It's there. It's based in the UK. We also have the Nigerian hub now, though I don't have the link immediately. So the UK hub is there. You go there, register as a mentee, looking for a mentor. They will pair you up with a mentor. A mentor anywhere. It doesn't have to be in your field. Who will guide you? If you need grants, you need opportunities, just put it there. No, I put it there before. Okay, I'll put it again. So there are too many platforms. There are many things, there are many places online that you can learn from. See, don't think you can just do it on your own. No, you can't. You will struggle if you want to do it on your own. I'll put it there again. So www.authoraid.info. That's it there. I'll just type it again on the link.
Okay, thank you.
So
sir.
build your capacity. Just keep building. Just keep building. In fact, I told my sons yesterday, I want to take courses in copy editing and copywriting and copy editing. Yes, you go to I saw Mr. Who mentioned the Upwork. I've taken courses on Upwork.
Yes, sir.
Taking courses on Fiverr. So I've not taken anything on copywriting. In fact, I belong to a group. I want to use this last 2 weeks to take a self-paced course. I want to be everywhere. No, I don't necessarily need to go anywhere. I just want to be able to know. In fact, I wanted to take a course in law. I started it online, but I couldn't continue.
You're a pro, sir.
So maybe I'll relax later when I'm done with all these small certificates. I will go and take one small course. I want to be hearing why they are telling people, I put it to you, I put it to you. I want to understand all those stuff. So let me not be lost when people are talking, not for any big deal. I don't mind. I want to just learn. We must keep learning. While we are alive, keep learning. So, but please don't mind when people give you, see, when somebody says, do this for me, run and do it. Do it. Don't ask for gratification. We should stop. We should de-emphasize this gratification thing. I'm a Christian. I believe God sees everything you are doing. With good intentions, opportunities just keep coming. You'll be shocked how somebody from nowhere just sees, I say, please do this for me. And you'll be shocked the amount of money you put in your hands that you never even deserved. God sees your labor. Let's understand this stuff. Whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim, keep doing what you are doing. Believe in that portion of the Bible that says, cast your bread upon the waters. You must find it in one way or the other. It will come. So please, let's keep doing the work. Don't shy away from jobs. When people give you, a superior gives you work, don't think they are using you. They should use you. That's part of it. That's part of the mentorship.
Yes.
Like I said, mentorship is not you bringing work for me to do. No, I should give you work to do. Like if you remember, apprenticeship. What is apprenticeship all about? In those days, you'll be observing your guy working. What do they do? If you misbehave, they will flog you. If you come late, they will tell you to kneel down. But if you take it in good faith, you will learn more.
Yes, sir.
If you don't take it in good faith, you get angry, you lose out. That's how it is. And when I have mentees who don't behave well, I just quietly leave them. I don't talk to them again. So, but those who come close, those who are willing to work, well, we'll keep working. Opportunities keep coming, we'll keep sharing. That's how it is. So please, let's keep learning. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. We just take maybe 3 to 4 questions. This one I want to, Mr. Ido. Oh, you are not a review article person. Maybe Prof will help us to take this. I think this is your video.
What's the question? Don't worry, just ask the question.
Okay,
Because I tell you, it doesn't mean I don't do it.
You should have an idea, definitely.
He said, thank you
It's
for
a
the
research.
wonderful lecture, sir. How can I review 25 different articles within 24 hours? One of my supervisors asked me to do so within 24 hours, and I see it as something that is practically impossible when only one of the article is about 250 pages. Please help me, sir.
Okay, let me just stop before Prof talks because Prof has more experience in this. I'm a PhD student. As a PhD, if you don't know how to do these things, you are joking.
Yes, so
okay, so first of all, if you pick any paper, look at the abstract. So if you want to review a paper fast, first of all, look at the abstract and then look at the introduction and the conclusion. If you check those parts and you don't get what you need there, that's where you should probably bother checking the rest of the paper. That's one. No. Now, thank God for artificial intelligence. Please, before you use artificial intelligence, be sure that if anything goes south, you can cover your tracks very well. You can easily load your paper on ChatGPT and ask it to give summary. Even this, yes, this AI Atlas T, MassQDA, they have AI too that you can load all your transcripts from them and tell them to summarize everything for you. They will give you insights without any stress. But you have to be sure that you must be ready to check again to confirm, because they always tell you AI can make mistakes. But even if you don't have AI, if you read the abstract, the introduction, and the conclusion of any paper, you can do that within twinkling of an eye. You can easily get the gist of what paper is. Then you now know whether you need to. Sometimes you don't need to read the theoretical aspect of any paper. You need their findings. That's the main thing that you are reporting, not their literature review. So thank you. Over out.
Prof, sir.
All right. Yes. Well, that's a good one. Now, just like you said, see, the first thing is not to worry whether he says you should read 25 stuff, whatever. If you keep worrying, you end up not doing it. Start it first. If it is only 2 you could finish, say, Prof, I've done this. It's mentorship. Understand it. They may give you very difficult tasks. I went to a military school. You know, like my father was a soldier too. And in the military, they say, obey before complain. You don't complain. Everything is yes, sir. Morning is morning, sir. Afternoon is morning, sir. Evening is morning, sir. Just do it. So whether you cannot finish it is not an issue. So, like you said, the key thing when I want to read a paper, I read PhD works, I read master's work, I want to examine a student, even if I don't have time. If I summarize, if I read the abstract, I have the meat already. I go to the statement of the problem. I look at the objectives. I go to the methodology, what you have done, how you did it. Then I skim through the findings, because that's the key thing. I'm able to go through it. If it's a review article, for instance, where you don't see methodology and all, like he said, yes, AI can help you. But like again, he said, you be very careful. So you have to use AI in a very responsible way so as not to get into trouble. Again, we have humanized AI, again, materials that can help you make it look well, but you must go through what you have read, summarize it, and then tweak it so that you will not be found to have used AI alone and not using your own intelligence. So it's possible to go through as much as you can. But truly, he's not thinking, he knows that you cannot finish the 25 articles. He knows that very well. But when you don't do it at all, then you're not trying to learn anything. Go through it. The much you can give him, give him. That's what I need to say. Somebody said, is the use of AI allowed? Not like it is allowed or it is not allowed. Use AI responsibly. You can use it to write your paper. I wrote a 22-page chapter in 4 hours with AI, and I wrote it well. And I checked for, I tweaked it, I paraphrased it, I checked for, use a AI detector. At the end of the day, I saw 11%. So you don't just use AI as one submit. No, you sit down, go through it. Me, I like to print. I'll print it. I know certain. That's why I took course in prompt engineering. AI has its peculiar terminologies. I remove all those terminologies. When I remove those terminologies, I use my own terminology. Use your synonyms. You actually would not did English. Use your own synonyms so that you change certain words, then paraphrase them correctly. I go online, get materials to get citations and all of that. So don't just use AI for the sake of using AI. Use it to help you get your work fast. That's just it. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. So there's a question I'll just quickly answer it. He said this one that everyone is talking about course online. How can we get to meet a mentor as to become a mentee? That's somebody. Another person said that how do one, as an independent researcher, I mean, you are not in the academic setting, you operate as a private researcher, how do you connect with your mentor? You're already doing that. Okay, you're already doing that. When you see people ahead of you, that you know that these people are good, okay, you find a way of relating with them and you don't leave them alone. You know, one of the ways when people chat me up, sir, I want you to train me. I want to become my mentor. Sometimes I just laugh because I might first deliberately I will not answer the person like 3 days or 4 days. Just see if the person is actually passionate enough to be persistent in calling me or chatting me up. Just it can be like maybe just a vibe, a overnight vibe. I just say, okay, let me just contact this person. So I will just keep the person on hold like that. Let's see what will happen after 2 weeks. Will you still keep coming? Okay, that's why we know that, okay, this person is actually, you really mean to be part of this team. You get what I'm trying to say? And then you have to pray. You have to pray that God will direct your path to the right mentor. Okay?
Can I add something?
Yes, sir.
There's somebody on this platform. His name is Unsa. He's a lecturer in Cross River, where I do my sabbatical. I met him for the first time this year, January. At some time last year, he sent me a mail. I had never met him, asking me he wants to be my mentee. Well, when I delivered my inaugural lecture, a friend of mine gave a copy of my lecture to him, and based on that, he wrote to me that he really wants to work with me and all. I said, well, I give plenty work to mentees, though. I hope you are able to do it. He said, with all pleasure. Before I went to that university to do sabbatical, we had published a paper together. Before knowing him, we were working online. And then by the time I got to that university in January, that was when I saw him for the first time with my eyes. And I tell you, we have won a grant together. We have published several papers together. And in fact, we just finished a project together. I'm finishing from that university anytime from now. But the relationship has come to stay. And so that's how it is. So you must, just like David said, you must be persistent. You must be consistent.
Yes, sir.
And you must be truthful to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Truthful to yourself. You must know what you want. Like I said, don't think that your mentor will be doing your work for you. No. Your mentor will be giving you work to do. That's what part of it. When I give you the work to do, for instance, I have a paper to present. I don't need to tell you anything. No. I'll just send the flyer to you. Please, let's get a paper out of this thing. Will you be asking me, what are we going to write? That's where it starts. So you have to go and start doing research. Then I'll keep guiding you. There are instances I could give you a complete paper. So use this one and work on it. There are instances I may not. So you watch the scenario, build on it, but learn from it. Mentorship is a learning process. It's where they guide you. Like the Bible says, let your light so shine. How would your light shine if you don't latch on somebody? Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Prof, sir, maybe this is the second last question for you, sir. So that I can, sir. He said, I'm currently doing my Master of Science in Gender and Development in Nigeria University. What do you think about this field? And what are the prospects of this field? I don't know if you have anything to say about it.
Beautiful one. Gender. Well, I'm an agric extensionist. I'm also a rural sociologist. In my university here, we have a department of sociology in the Faculty of Social Sciences. Now, there's a Center for Gender, Conflict, and Development Studies, which actually was broken out of that Department of Sociology. So gender studies is an offshoot of sociology, so which is development studies. There are prospects in it. See, don't get too fixated to, the course is this. What can you make out of the course? That's what matters. There's a lot. In fact, if you check the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, you see gender It's one of the key things. It's a contemporary issue. So there's no place you want to, the grant we are working on now, we are developing a gender equality policy document for my university. We got a grant from with a British Council, which we are going to start off in January. There's a lot of prospects in it, actually. So you will make it what it will be. Nobody will do it for you. So identify, there's a lot, there's so much. So don't see it as just gender, see it as development studies, which encompasses both gender, encompasses other areas related to gender. Climate change is there, environmental sustainability is there. There are prospects, please. There are serious prospects.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I don't think there's any other question again, looking at everything there.
Okay.
But sir, somebody's asking for a inaugural lecture. I don't know if you can. If you
It's online. You can go online. Just type Professor Olufemi Martins Adesope inaugural lecture. The entire lot is there.
All right, you hear that, sir? Please. I think that's Mr. Julius. So just type that, and then
Just type Professor Olufemi Martins Adesope inaugural lecture. It is the 170th inaugural lecture of the University of Port Harcourt.
wow.
It's online. It's a PDF document.
Somebody is asking the last question. So we'll just wait for this person, and after that we are done. I want to appreciate everybody for coming online to be part of this great webinar. I told us I have an announcement to make. There will be a research community, Grace and Research Community, coming up this week or next week, but it's going to come up. Okay, and then everybody should be part of that page, of that group. I will post the link on the WhatsApp page. Please, whenever you see a message on that WhatsApp page, always check it. But I will not come to your personal DM to drop anything. And I don't think any of these speakers will come to your DM to drop anything. I know we are all busy, but no matter what, we usually check our WhatsApp at least once or twice or 3 times a day. So whenever you see something on that page, it's very important. If you're not interested, if you're interested, click it and check it so that it will not expire. You know, there's somebody that I know that got an email for a job. He will not check his mail until the job, until I'm telling you, how can you request for something and you are not checking it? It doesn't make any sense. So if you want something, you pursue it. Okay, this person has sent this, really having interest in the whole stuff, but how do I start really? Don't know what to be. Okay, really don't want to be an academic, but I'm beginning to get interested. Thanks so much as I wait your response on how to skate through. So I think this person is asking how to start. Okay, how to start, as in the step by step to start. I guess that's what he's asking.
To start what?
To be a researcher, I think so.
Okay. What I think if you listen to what Mr. Idowu said,
yes,
depending on your level, wherever you are, build your capacity first. There are platforms online, too many of them, where you can leverage on. Identify people to work with. When people see that you have consistently been in touch with them, they can link you up. You must work with a group of persons. You must work with a team. So you can't work in isolation. You must work with people. So I've put the link there to the inaugural lecture. I think the PDF document.
All right, thank you so much. So the second announcement is that you see, this 21st century, becoming a 21st century researcher is going to be turned to a book. All right, a book will come out of this webinar. Okay, and then Mr. Idowu is raising his hand. Mr. Idowu.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. So for the person that's asking where to start from, now there's a mantra that I work with. And what I used to say is that time when nobody is engaging you is your preparation time. So that anytime the opportunity you want shows up like this, you are good to go. So what exactly is that thing you are trying to get? Sit down with it, be learning, be building your skill and competence. So that in case anybody should mistakenly call you for one job, the way you will deliver, they will want to come and will not want to stop calling you again. So instead of worrying where your next job will come from, sit down with your training materials, learn, you watch those videos, build your capacity that In fact, if they give you a small job, by the time you deliver it the way as if you have gotten a multi-million-dollar job. You're like, who is this person? People, there are people who look at your work. It's not even somebody who says somebody should do that work. Like, who did this work? I want to meet this person. I like what this person did. Who did this? Who did this? So the time you are not actively engaged is your training period. It's not the time for you to be worrying when your next job will come. The jobs are coming. Sit down and build your capacity. Learn. And then there are several communities. I'll try and share some of them. Community of Microsoft Excel users, Power BI communities. We'll share some of the links on the WhatsApp. So that join any of them. But when you join, don't mess up. Otherwise, they will kick you out. Sit down and watch how the elders are talking. When you learn how they are talking, how they are behaving, you will learn by association. The thing will rub off on you. In case you're looking for where do you start from. But this time that nobody knows you, it's your time to build. Dig deep, learn as much as possible, build your capacity, and as you are doing it, be sharing it so that the world will know that this person is not just complaining of I don't have job, but he's doing something, he's learning something. People will begin to align their mind that this person will be able to do this thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So we are actually running up now. So I'm announcing the book that I'll be writing from this webinar. So it will be out. I don't want to give a timeline to it, but the book will come out. I have the permission from the other two speakers. So it's going to be a book with 3 speakers. All right, sorry, 3 authors. Okay, so we can await and then try and pray for us that we have the time to produce the book out. It's very important. Everybody here is busy. Prof is very busy. Mr. Do is very busy. I'm super busy. So, but I got the idea that a book should come out from this webinar. So it is going to come out. Lastly, the videos of this webinar, tomorrow we are going to have it. Tomorrow we are going to have it. Please try and follow up on this webinar. All the action points you've noted, try and follow it up. Try and follow it up. It's very important. All
Mr. Adewi. Mr. Adewi.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Adewi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. My name is David Crown OABC.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much for this section. Honestly, I am glad to be part of this program since yesterday. And I want to suggest if there is a certificate of participation.
Okay.
Is there a certificate of participation for this program?
No, sir. No, sir. We have a lot of people that join this page. So we cannot create more than 100 certificates for people. So there's no certificate for participation. There's no for now. There's no for now.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Listen.
Yeah.
All right. So I was trying to say that please, action points that you've noted down, follow them up. I've noted a lot of things down for myself too. 2025 is loaded. Okay, it's loaded. So it's very important. If you have any question, chat me up. The lecture note of the speakers and everything, I will drop it on the page. If I can't do that tonight, I will do it tomorrow. Okay. I told us the community will kick off. Once it kick off, we are going to have a monthly seminar on that community. So Prof will still come again. Prof will still come again. It might be in March seminar, in February seminar, or in April seminar, but Prof will still come again. You understand? But there'll be a monthly seminar on that community. So please, thank you, everybody. Questions, chat me up. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Idowu. Thank you, Prof. I'm very happy for joining us for this webinar. This webinar was planned within, I don't know, but at least you came prepared. I'm very happy for that, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I didn't take it for granted. Grace and Resign. All right. So see us at the next webinar. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Sir.
All right. Thanks a lot. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care.
Yes, sir.